Hello, welcome to another edition of how to model a house in 3ds Max. In the last video, we modeled these LED lights. So today, before we do any other light, I was considering making strip lights, but before I do that, I want to plan the walls at the top level. There are a few things missing, so I want to work on that. Right click, hide selection, right click, hide selection. I'm going to hide the roof, hide selection, hide selection. Okay, so just to be sure I have let me hide the ceiling. Hide the ceiling. Let's see top view. So the idea is when you come, there's a staircase here, you come here, you land here. So this wall leads to a hall, then this leads to a bigger hall. So now this particular wall, let's see what it looks like in the camera. Yes, it's one big wall. So we're going to create it comes from the ground floor. Yes, you can see these are the staircases. So that wall comes from the ground floor, and we're going to create opening here, not a door, a very big opening that leads to this place, then another big opening here that leads here. So I'm going to make the opening 7 feet. It's going to be 7 feet high, at least tall for a regular person, and then this will also be 7 feet high, 7 feet wide, 7 feet high, 7 feet wide. So let's get on with it. Let's go to the right view. This is the right view. Draw a box here. So the dimensions of the box 7, 7. The height can be say 2. We're only going to use it for boolean. So where's the box? There is the box. We bring it this way. This is our door, so I think it's nice if so when you come from the stairs this way. Now one thing I forgot to mention is that there's a toilet here. There's a toilet here. So I'm drawing another box here. The box is going to be the length will be the thickness of a wall, 0.75 feet, which is 9 inches, and the height will be about 8. I don't know the exact height yet until I change the view. Okay, it's down there, so I'm bringing it up here. That's the new wall I created. It's just for a toilet. Now the toilet itself will measure 4 feet by 4 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unhide all, then hide the roof and hide the ceiling. So now there's a wall here, which is the back wall. There's a wall here, which is the right wall. And to be sure, I'm now going to draw a 4 by 4 box here and bring it up. Let me just type the Z values, make it 15 so that it can come up. That's a 4 by 4 box. So I'm going to give it dimensions: length 4, width 4. Then move it here. So what that does is it relatively means that I have to move this forward so that the toilet dimensions can be approximately 4 feet by 4 feet. Do you understand? So this is approximately 4 feet by 4 feet. So I can I only used this lemon box to guide the positioning of this purple box, which is the wall itself. So I'm going to delete this. So this one, go to the right view. So it's tall enough. No, I can increase the height a bit. Yeah, it's going to hide. It's going to. Where's the ceiling? Okay, if I unhide all, all right. So it has entered into the ceiling. You can see this is the roof. So I need the wall to enter into the ceiling. So, but not come out. So it's not coming out here. So we're good. So That's that. Let me hide this again. Hide the ceiling. So I give this white, the acrylic emulsion white. That's the white that has no glimmer to it. There's no glimmer. It's just plain white. It's dull white. So I'm going to make this, let's say, 5 feet. I think 7 might be too big. So when you come from the stairs here, the opening will be here, and then you go in. So to see what I'm doing, let me hide this again and go to camera view. So this orange will be used to create an opening. So compound objects, pro boolean, start picking. There you have it. That's the opening. Then I am noticing something here. It appears as though the ceiling, this ceiling, top view, I think this is the ceiling. Yes, we have not created a boolean for it, so I can't see the stairs. So I have to cut out this portion. I have to cut out this portion of the ceiling. So what do? I'm going to draw a box here. Top view. No, let's do the front view. And move it upward. Let's make it 2 feet, just to be sure that it cuts through the ceiling. And then we duplicate it. $90. Right click, editable poly. Bring this in, yes. Then I'm going to attach this to this. So the one unit now, let me hide this. This is OSB, hide. So this is the ceiling. Then I'm going to take this, hide on selected, F. Now you can see that this is cutting through the ceiling. That's why I made it 2 feet tall. So I just need this to be cut out, the shape to be cut out of the ceiling. So I go to compound objects, pro boolean, start picking. You see. So I've cut out the shape from the ceiling. That's just what I needed to do. So on hide all, camera view. So when I hide this, this is the opening we have created, and this is the wall of the toilet, and this is the toilet window. So let's unhide all and check from the top view. Hide selection. This is the ceiling. When I hide it, so the opening that we have just created is here, is right here. So we want to create another opening here. So the opening here leads to this opening, leads to the bigger hall, to the small hall, then one should lead to the bigger hall. So we're going to create another opening here. And we say, let's go to the right view. Draw a 7x7 box. 7, 7, let's say 2. We're going to use the Boolean tool again. Then we move it here. Now, I want this at the center. So you come in from here, You can have this area is going to be the kitchen area. This could be some space for relaxation, but this is largely the kitchen area, or maybe the kitchen slash small living space. Then you come here into the big living space, and then so you can have your dining here, a small dining, or yeah, just eat countertop, eat, get on with it. But if you want a bigger dining or dining space to receive guests, you can have it here. It's a small house, by the way. All right, it's not the typical house that you would find in the U.S. This is quite small, but even at that, it has 2 bedrooms downstairs, 2 toilets downstairs, and then this is a small guest toilet, and then you have 2 living areas, and you have a long balcony here, a long balcony here. So now I'm going to take this and this. No, I'm coming to compound objects, pro boolean, start picking, then I pick this. And let's see what we've done. So when I come from the stairs, these are the stairs in color. I climb, I enter here, then I enter here. That's what we've done. Let me change to clear and see if let me remove the edge faces. I don't know if that will help in any way, but you can see that's what we've done. You now have access from the stairs this way. So let's go back to default shading and give the stairs their color. I'm going to select the ceramics, so I'm going to pick this. It will apply the ceramics to this one. I just want to be sure it has applied it. No, it has not. It's still called LED white. Let me pick again. Okay. Yes. So this is ceramics for the stairs. So let me just call it stairs or tiles. Stairs. So now I'm going to apply this top view. Top view. Now I'm going to apply that, or I can jolly well just attach everything to one another, convert to editable poly, and I start attaching, attach, 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 then I apply. So I can change the, oh, I think it gave me 2. No, something is wrong. Let me start over. Let me reset this. Okay. Then let me pick this. No, it should not be a multi-sub object. Let me go back to Corona physical material. Okay. It changed all of this. Alright, undo. Because I don't like what I see here. Oh, it made it to sub object. No, I didn't want that to happen. So how do I start over? Do I have stairs, ceramics here? Okay, I have this here. Then let me do this. Nah, it's not working. So if I take this and put it here, what do I get? No, I think I'm just going to start over. Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. Yes, these are 60 by 60 cm tiles. So I'm just going to take this and call it Corona physical material. Oh, now it's messing up everything. So I don't have a choice. It's going to take a while for me to fix it. I apologize, this is not part of Uh, let's go to clay, edge faces, edge faces. Default shader. The styles are too tiny. I don't know if you can see, but they're too tiny. That's why I don't like them. Let's just leave it. I can always come back to that to fix that. Let's leave as it is. So top view. This LED appears not to be aligned to this. Oh, sorry, it's aligned to this one is at the bottom. All right, they're not on the same level. I don't know if you can notice. In case you saw it, you can see. Uh, there's one here. There's one here. So let's create our strip light now. On hide all, hide this. Then I'm working with this alone. I don't select it. Oops, sorry. On hide all, hide this. I don't select it. Yes, top view. So now I want to create a strip light. It's gonna be tiny. The length should be like 0.1. It's pretty tiny. F view. Yes, that's what it looks like. It's a strip light. You only cut through. It will cut through the ceiling. I think I'm going to have to include a wall. I'm going to unhide a few things and well, let's start this first. Rotate 90 degrees. I think this can move. Let me see. Unhide all. So let me hide this. Okay, so this, 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 this. Yeah, yeah. And I don't select it. Oh, I did not include the ceiling. Let's move this a little here. So this convert to editable poly. Convert to editable poly. And bring the vertex this way. There should be a brick here. They're not. Yes, so there will be two of them. This should be separate from this. So this strip light, there's going to be strip light here, there will be strip light here, and they are different entities. So I take this way. This is a very long strip. It's coming right here. It will stop somewhere here. And this will cut into it. Editable poly, vertex. Editable poly, vertex. Then take this, the vertex, editable poly. Yes, I think I'm done for this room. But I have to be sure that this one's at the back, they don't run into the walls. So I'm going to unhide all again. Hide selection. Yes. So it has gone beyond the walls. So this is supposed to move inwards. And this should come in this way. And this should come in this way. So I can delete this and just duplicate that one. I'm pressing 0 so that I can move the locus. Okay. Editable poly. Now I can see that it's clashing with my LEDs. So these LEDs will have to move slightly. Well, you'll get to that in just a minute. Okay. Take this and move it this way. Okay. Shift and drag to duplicate X values. And I take this vertex, these vertices here. I move them inwards. Then another here. We could have in the toilet as well. Then take this and rotate 90 degrees. So let me hide this. This is the toilet light. It should be at the center. This should move inwards. Okay, this should move a little this way. Then I'm duplicating them. So now you have 9 bulbs here. You have 8 bulbs here. Alrighty. Then there's one bulb here, which should have. Let me copy. Ctrl C. Copy the Y values. Ctrl A. Ctrl V. Yes. So there you have it. And then you're going to have the same light. This one's. Shift, drag here, and this will move forward. The ceiling cuts through, so this will move forward. Something like that. And then you drag this one. The vertices will come this way. Yeah, I think we're good. Should we have here? Yeah, I suppose we could. Another like this. Then take this, rotate 90 degrees. So far, all I am doing is drawing boxes. I know it's taking so long, but it's just how it goes in design. There's really nothing you can do about it. You have to be patient when you're creating something nice. I want to use these boxes to cut through the ceiling and then hide the lights in the ceiling. So good. I think we're good now. No, something is wrong here. This wall should have been like this. I made a mistake. A silly one at that. I'm sorry. This wall connects to this wall. I don't know how I got that wrong, but this should go in like this. Because this wall, okay, you know what? I'm just going to delete this wall and take this and drag it down. It's supposed to be like this. And the tiles here, let me just connect them like this. I don't know how that happened. Copy the X value. Sorry, this is totally different. I just saw an error and I have to fix it. Ctrl A, Ctrl V. Oops, sorry. What just happened? I just need this to move. Oh no. I just need to be sure that no part of the tiles is showing a vacuum. This is also showing a vacuum here. Okay. So so this moves this way. I really hope it's not cumbersome right now. I'm so sorry if it appears so, but like I think I mentioned at the beginning of my series that it's an intermediate level tutorial. So if you already know what I'm doing, you may fast forward this portion and just keep doing it. Your own light may take a different shape. I just want light at the edges, yellow light. So let's attach. I'm attaching everything. Oh, this is still long, so I have to stop attaching and bring this inwards. Attach, 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 attach. I didn't clean up the edges because I'm rushing. It's a tutorial. I'm trying so hard to make sure it's not too long, but no, undo. So do I have everything? Let me just hide unselected. Okay, one more. Attach to this one. Nope, sorry. Select this, attach, attach. I don't select it. Yes, I have everything. Now on hide all, hide this. I'm going to take this and the ceiling, nothing else. I don't selected F. So it cuts through. So I'm going to duplicate this. Then I'm going to take this one, the ceiling itself, then come to compound objects. Is it grouped? Oh, I think it's a grouped object. Okay, group. I think it's grouped. Is it? Group on group. So I'll take this. I have to attach all the parts of the ceiling to one another. Is that all? Yes. Okay, so um, I'm clicking the ceiling now. Compound object, pro boolean, start picking this. Now, if I hide this one up here, let me hide it. No, let me just move it. You can see I have created a space. You can see the ceiling now passes through. That's what I needed. So right click, editable poly. So let me bring this inwards like this. You know what? Let me just leave all that. So Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. So F. So now this, I'm going to make it so tiny. Drag it upwards, and I'm going to give it a glass effect. So this is LED strip cover, and F, it is coming down. It is coming down. Yeah, something like that. It can even fade away into it a little bit. So let me give it, can I give it white and translucent? Or I should just give it glass? Delete, affect on the map. Okay. LED strip cover living area. Corona physical material. Oh no, I think what I just did now may affect. Okay, let me just pick another one. Delete. Pick another one. I call this LED strip cover living area. Let's give it glass. Apply presets. Let's call it glass. Okay. Then let me come here and say zero point. No, 0.5. Change the color a bit. So and apply it to this. So it can go in a little. Now that is not the light, that is just like a cover for the light. Now we start drawing the lights. So you come to Corona, photometric Corona, and you draw Corona lights. Oops, sorry. The last one we did was the LED, so that's why it's showing rectangle. Let's start again. Corona lights, come here to spare, turn it to rectangle. Yes, something like that. And then we start increasing the dimensions. No, Ctrl Z, the length. Is it working? I need it to be very long. No. Did I deselect? Hide. Select this. It's not changing. Okay. The beam are going downwards as they should. I just need it to fill all the areas. Duplicate instance. The reason why I'm choosing instance is whatever correction I make to one will affect the rest. So I just needed to fill the boxes. I'm going to increase the height again. Did it work? No. This? Okay. It's too much. Oh, now instance will not work. Yikes. Sorry. I have to do them one after the other. Okay, so this is too long for here. Yes. Then duplicate. It's good. Okay, before I duplicate, let me just change the color. I will select the color I want. I think I want it to be yellow. Yes, I want it to be yellow. Then duplicate it, bring it here. Nope. No. I want copy. Sorry. Copy, not instance. Reduce. If this were not a tutorial, I would really take my time, clean up the edges. But I'm trying to make. I mean, I don't want it to. I don't want to make it a 3-hour video. That's why I'm really rushing, just for you to grasp what we have done. This is short. It's not long enough. I wanted to cut through both the toilet and yeah, something like that. Then I'm going to duplicate it again. Okay. So now we make the short ones. Duplicate this. Rotate 90 degrees. Did it work? No. 90. Oops, sorry. I think I selected the wrong thing. Rotate this 0. Okay. Yes. This place needs a small one. Let's just call it 4. I'll move it here. Sorry, selected the wrong thing again. Select the light, shift down. Design is a time consuming process. It really is. Rotate this 90 degrees. And yeah. Okay. Is there any part we're missing? This part. Okay. So on hide all, let's see what we created. Let's go into the house. Oops. How do I select the camera? Okay. Height selection. Height selection. This camera. Is it this one? Yes. So let's increase the field of view to say 100. And unhide all. I really hope we did not get the light beam wrong, because the rays of the light should point downwards for it to work. So I hope we did not. Unfortunately, we could not use instance, because using instance would mean that when we change the length of one, it would affect the other. So still waiting for the render to show. I think it's visible. That's it. That's the strip light. Yes, it's visible. Okay. That's it. That's what we want to achieve. You see them in many modern Nigerian homes now. All right, they don't really have, many of them don't really brighten up the place. They're just for accents. All right, they accentuate the space. They make the space prettier. That's what they do. So the LED lights are warm white, and this is yellow. This is the yellow. It's going to take a while for us to appreciate it, but so this space, sorry, you can't see it clearly yet. I'm rendering at 4K and my system is very slow. This, so where you come from the staircase, this door leads to the balcony. So you turn left, you enter this big hall, and so the portion that is not in the view of the render, sorry, this is a small hall, and then there's a bigger hall. You can see. That's it. That's the strip light. So it is beaming through the glass. If you remember, I created a glass strip which covers it. So when the lights are not on, what you just see is something grayish. You see something grayish around it, which can be assumed to be glass or plexiglass, just like a TV set. But in the case of a TV, you'd see black. In this case now, you just see something grayish, right, like 50% black. So when the lights come on, the lights will shine through it. Because ordinarily, when Corona creates lights, you don't see anything. It just, the computer just, when you're rendering, that's when the computer creates beams around it. So I can't just turn off this light now. Once I turn off this light, what you will have naturally would be a vacuum. So that the vacuum will not be visible, in case you were trying to render this scene without the lights on, that's why I created the glass panel. So it's like a TV. Your TV is black when it's not on. You don't see the circuitry. You see a glass panel. But when you turn on the TV, the light passes through the glass panel. That's what we've tried to create here. That's why after I created the opening, I made sure to create a glass panel. So you can see it's coming out pretty nicely. I'm rendering with Corona 11. So you have ceramics on the floor. You have 60 cm by 60 cm tiles on the floor. And then white walls. By the time you include, say, artworks on the wall, kitchen furniture, the space will look more 3D compared to what you have now. If you have questions, because I know it was pretty long and cumbersome, I'll be happy to answer. But this is what we're trying to achieve. We're still rendering the initial pass, so that's why it's taking so long. To get something pretty nice, you would have to render about 30 passes, all right, to have the look you expect. Even the details, the LED panels, the cylinders are not showing clearly because we've not rendered many passes. So around this lights, there are panels, there are boxes, cylinders around them, all right, that take the shape of the LED panel. We modeled that in the last video, but this is what we did, LED strip light. If you have questions, I'll be happy to answer. Thank you so much, and God bless you.